Hi, I'm 8-Bit Dev and I've been working on developing my dream indie game for just over a year now. Today I wanted to post an update and show you what the game currently looks like. The game's name is Epizo and it's a top-down survival game where players must survive waves of enemies inside a dungeon. The game blends together elements of exploration, looting, mystery with a wave-based survival system. I think the combination gives it its own unique identity and provides a solid foundation to keep building on. To explain the current gameplay loop, you spawn in, spend money to open new doors, fight monsters, and explore the dungeon for weapons and abilities that help you survive. And that's pretty much it. As you've probably noticed by now, the game leans heavily into the fantasy and medieval style and uses pixel art throughout. Pretty much everything you see in the game was created by me. I'm by no means an artist, UI specialist, or audio expert. But I do think everything is starting to blend together nicely, and I'm going to continue improving it as time goes on. Creating pixel art and adding polish is probably one of the most time-consuming parts of development, but it's also been a nice change of pace from building new systems and refactoring code to just be able to sit and draw. One thing you might be wondering at this point is, why am I making this game? Well, the answer's changed a little bit over time. About a year ago, I was finishing my final semester of college, and I wanted to maximize how much I could learn before graduating, while also building a project that had some real monetary value. So I decided I'd try and make a fully fleshed out video game. But rather than downloading a heavy game engine like Unity or Unreal, I figured I'd be better off sticking with a lightweight framework. After doing a little research and utilizing what little programming knowledge I had at the time, I decided to move forward with Pygame. Pygame is a lightweight Python framework that is used for making simple games. So using this framework, I slowly started building my own custom game engine to serve as the foundation for my game. This included things like level design, tiles, entity animations, physics, shadows, weapons, collisions, and the list just keeps going on. But by working through each one of these systems, I gained a much better understanding of how to design complex software that can be expanded and improved over time. And that's really what I set out to do. After creating my first mock-up of the game, the project just kept growing and growing. Now, I don't necessarily recommend building your own game engine if your goal is to make a game as quickly as possible, but for my purposes, I think it was one of the best ways I could have learned. And for those wondering, Python, despite being one of the slower programming languages, has honestly been completely fine performance-wise, even on lower-end systems. I tested my game on my laptop with just 8 gigs of RAM and integrated graphics while running 4 players locally, and it was still perfectly playable. Which brings me to one of the current build's biggest features, local multiplayer. I've always been a huge fan of playing games together with friends because I feel like it amplifies every part of the experience. The danger feels more real, the chaos is more fun, and unexpected moments create some of the funniest memories. Working together to survive just makes the whole experience more engaging. I'd like to lean more heavily into the story, create more decorative and interactive environments throughout the levels, and continue polishing everything that's already there. I also wanted to add more game modes and mechanics that give players new ways to experience the game. Right now the game supports PS4 controllers for single player and local multiplayer, but I plan to add full controller support in the future. I'm also working on online multiplayer. At the moment the game uses a peer-to-peer connection routed through Steam servers, but there are still plenty of bugs to work through. Between learning Steam's SDK for the first time and trying to build a reliable multiplayer system, it's definitely been one of the biggest challenges of this project so far. The goal is for anyone to be able to host a game and invite their friends and just jump into the dungeon together from anywhere in the world. Aside from everything that I have planned, I'd really love to hear your feedback. If you have any ideas for new mechanics, features, or anything else you'd like to see, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do my best to make Epizo the best game it can be. If you'd like to support the project, Epizo is already on Steam, and you can wishlist it. It really helps me out. If you want to follow game development, make sure to like the video and subscribe, and I'll be posting regular updates through short clips as I continue adding new features. Thanks for watching, thanks for checking out Epizo, and I'll see you in the next update.